Hi, it's Andrew Irvine here, and welcome to another episode of From the Ground Up, where we talk to Australia's entrepreneurs and hear about their trials, tribulations, and stories. And today I'm coming to you from Melbourne, Victoria, where I'm talking to Hayley and Andy Worley, the co-founders of the bedding emporium, the Sheet Society. Well, Hayley, Andy, thanks for having me today. Awesome to chat with the two of you. So tell me a little bit about Sheet Society and like the origin story of the bedding company.
Yeah, I guess I was working in the fashion industry at the time and I just fell out of love of clothes, and I have all these great skills with colours and fabrics and textiles, and I wanted to develop a product that utilised those skills, but it worked a bit more of a slower pace than fashion. And I remember having an idea for bed sheets. We got married at the time and I've shopped for bed sheets in a big department store, and it came in this big block, and I thought I'd like the colour, and I took it home and I unwrapped it and it was awful, but I'd taken it out of the box and I couldn't return it, and I just couldn't reconcile those two shopping experiences. When you go shopping for clothes, you can literally take all your clothes off, try it on, see if you like it before you buy it. Yet with your bed sheets, you're kind of committed just by picking up an item in the shop and taking it home. So I thought that we could merge those two experiences.
And Andy, you were in the kind of packaged goods space before. Tell us a bit about your background.
So I worked for Mondelez and Bega. We launched the brand in 2017.
Right.
So Hayley quit her job pretty much a month after launch there, and then I was working full time and doing all my evenings and weekends. But it was about February 2019 when it was still just the two of us in the business, and Hayley needed to take some maternity leave because our first child was born. So that was kind of the trigger for like, okay, I'm coming in full time. Let's go for it.
You started the business with like literally $20,000. So tell us about how that works. So you quit your job, Hayley.
Yeah.
You put 20 grand in, got some supply. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I guess because I have a background in clothing production and design, getting the product here was the easy thing. And so we kind of ended up in this situation where we'd spent all our money on sheets and we had all these sheets, and I was like, okay, I've got to learn about marketing and we've got to learn how to sell these things. So I think that just really spurred that entrepreneurial side of me. We went really heavily into digital marketing at that time, and it just kind of scaled it that way.
So 5 years, basically, or 6. I think you've just had your 6th birthday.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Happy birthday. I'm in this awesome, large warehouse with a showroom. I think there's like 50 permanent staff and maybe that again, casual staff. You've got a couple of stores in Melbourne. You're selling online. In 6 years from where you started, that's pretty big growth. What's happened and how did you get here?
It's been a wild ride.
Yeah.
We've just been trying everything, lots of different things, different channels, different tactics, and seeing what stuck, and then just doubling down in wherever we were getting wins.
So COVID was...
Yeah, it was a big moment for us, actually.
So tell us about that. What happened in that time? And clearly you had a huge growth spurt during COVID.
Was it February when China shut down and Chinese New Year opened up a bit later and we couldn't get stock, and I was really worried about it being a problem there. So we placed some of the biggest orders we ever have, because I wanted to make sure we had stock on the way, and whatever happened with China shutting down again, we would be covered. And then fast forward to kind of March, and then everyone's outside of Centrelink and nobody knows what to do, and we're talking to our digital marketing agency and they're saying, well, pull back, all this uncertainty, no one's spending. In the back of my head, I'm like, I've just made the biggest investment in product. We are not pulling back. I was like,
Now's our time.
We're online. If people aren't going out, they're going to shop online. Let's go. We got to double down. This is our moment. And it kind of went from there. We were just shoveling as much money into ads and stock as we could.
The other thing I love is that you're selling internationally. A small bedding company here in little Melbourne, Victoria. And often I think Australian businesses aren't grasping that opportunity. So was that something that you looked at from the get-go, or did you stumble into it?
Probably option B there. It was more so, the US is huge. So we got organic traffic first. So there's just people in Kansas.
Then after that, did you start doing ads or buying ads?
Well, we had to, because people were buying things, and the US have different bed sizes. It was either we stop selling there or we make the product to suit the market, which is what we did.
That's terrific. And so what's next? What's next for Sheet Society?
Something I'm really passionate about is physical retail. I think with such a tactile product, it's really important that we give our customers a place to touch and feel. We've got 2 stores in Melbourne, so I'd love a couple of stores in New South Wales. We've recently expanded into new product categories. We launched a product called Lowdown, which is a recycled feather and down, a quilt and a pillow range. And then we've got a new innovation called Cloud Corn, which is a plant-based fill for pillows and quilts as well. So I think just bolstering that offering of, everything for the bed, including the quilts and pillows, and we've got mattress protectors now too. So category expansion, in real life experiences.
We're looking to expand different channels as well. We sell on the Iconic, so that's been really successful. In addition, so our marketplace is another option that we could explore. Could that help our international growth as well?
Well, thanks for chatting. Really enjoyed it, and wishing the 2 of you and all your team all the best for your continued growth.
Thank you.
Andrew.
NAB, more than money.